guys, it's your girl Half and Half, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how I got this Valentine's Day look. I'm going to be showing you how I did this makeup and this cute little outfit I bought. So just a little side note about Valentine's Day, I know some people love it and some people hate it. They can't wait for it to come or they can't wait for it to go. So I just want to say for me personally, I was super excited for this Valentine's Day. I bought this cute little outfit y'all are gonna see, like I was so excited. And then it turned out that I wasn't gonna have a Valentine this year and I was, you know, obviously upset. And at first I was like, oh, I'm not gonna do anything on Valentine's Day. I'm just gonna order one of those heart-shaped pizzas, veg out, that sort of thing, which there is nothing wrong with that. If that's your Valentine's Day move, I respect you, okay? But at the same time, I was like, I bought this stinking outfit, like I'm gonna flip and wear it. So I hit up some of my girls and we decided that we're gonna just go out by ourselves, have a great time. And really that made me think of what really the point of Valentine's Day is, and what it is it's a day to celebrate love. And even though you might not have a significant other in your life, the people who love you the most are your friends and family, so why not celebrate them? Which is exactly what Valentine's Day should be all about. So without further ado, guys, I'm going to show you how I got this Valentine's Day makeup look and where I got this amazing outfit from. But before I do that, y'all better subscribe, okay? Stop what you're doing, hit that subscribe button down below, because recently I checked my video analytics and over 95% of you are not subscribed, okay? So just subscribe really quick, then we won't have any beef, because I want to beef with any of you, okay? Okay, subscribe, and let's get to the video, guys. Alright guys, so my face has just been washed and moisturized. That is super important. You want to start with a nice fresh base. So today I am going to be going in with my favorite full coverage foundation. It's the Kat Von D Lock-It foundation. And what I normally like to do is I just like to apply it directly to my face, then go in with any beauty sponge you have. I'm using the Real Techniques beauty sponge, and then you are patting it into the face, distributing the product around. And I am going to be putting on concealer today, so I'm avoiding my under eye and eyes because that is where the concealer is going to go. And all you're doing is just patting the product around your face and making sure you're not missing any spots, bringing it up onto your ears, down below the jawline, and then back into your hairline, and you're just lightly patting. Alright, then you do your forehead. It's just little. And this foundation is very full coverage, so as you can see, a little goes a long way. Like that little bit is covering more than my forehead. And yeah, just bring a little bit of it down your neck so you're nice and evenly blended. Alright, and then we will go in with concealer. So I'm using Tarte Shape Tape, everyone and their mom's favorite. And what I like to do is one little swipe under the eye because this stuff goes a long way. Also, I put some on my eyelid. Another swipe under the eye, get a little bit more product, and a swipe on the eyelid. Now, why I put my concealer on my eyelid is because I like to use the Tarte Shape Tape as a primer because it is so amazing at staying in place. I used to buy specifically a eyeshadow primer, but I found that the Tarte Shape Tape does just as good of a job, so why should I be buying a separate primer if I have something that works just as good? To be honest, I think it works even a little bit better than the eyeshadow primer I was buying. And so now when I apply my concealer, you'll see I'm patting back and forth under my eyes. The reason I am doing that is so that the concealer doesn't settle into my creases. By tapping back and forth different ways, you're kind of tricking the concealer to not settle into the lines. And then just tapping out on my eyes. I'm bringing it all the way up to my brow, and then I do bring the concealer down in like a nice little triangle right here. And then I do put some concealer in the inner corners of my nose, and that's because I do get a little redness there, just, you know, from wonderful hormones. So yeah, blending that out. nice and good. And then you want to take some setting powder. Any powder that you have will work for this. I personally am using our CMA translucent powder. I think it's absolutely amazing. And what we're going to do is we're going to set our eyes and under eyes. So just tapping that powder very lightly on my eyes to set it in place. Same thing for the other eye. And then to set our under eyes, we're gonna bake them. If you don't wanna bake your under eyes, just do the exact same step by tapping that powder into your under eyes. I personally bake my under eyes just in case when I do my eyeshadow, there is fallout. So I'm just you literally just dip your sponge into the powder and then lightly press it under your eyes. And what this baking does is it really sets the product into place, because your body is about 96 degrees and then you're putting that powder on top of it, so you're literally like melting it into your skin. Also, it's a good technique if you get eyeshadow fallout at the end when you're done with your eyeshadow, your concealer and foundation isn't ruined because you can just wipe all that fallout away. So then I'm gonna go ahead and set the rest of my face. I personally am a huge grease ball. I have very, very oily skin, so just taking the teeny tiniest amount of that same translucent powder on a brush, going ahead and setting the rest of my face. This will reduce any oiliness, stop the foundation from sliding around, keep it in place all night. And I'm avoiding that bake area when I'm setting because I don't want to wipe that off yet. All right. And then because I used a translucent powder, it didn't change the color of my foundation or anything like that. So now we're gonna do our eyeshadow. I wasn't, the smartest when I decided to do this video. My brushes are dirty, so we're, just gonna hope that this look turns out good with dirty brushes, but you never really know. I also don't know what palette I wanna use, so that's great. All right, I think we're gonna go in with the Jaclyn Hill palette, because basically I wanna give you like that nice, smoky, natural, sultry vibe, because a smoky eye is so natural. So let me just kind of think what I want to do here. Let's just wing it. Let's just go for it, because I always plan out a look and then I end up doing something else. So we're gonna do a natural, easy, smoky eye. All right, where is my favorite brush? Okay, so this brush looks really dirty, so that is wonderful. Maybe I should grab a paper towel. All right, I grabbed a paper towel and we're just wiping off whatever color was on this brush before. Ladies, if you meet a woman whose makeup brushes are always clean, that is the friend for you. That lady has her life so together that every time she does her makeup, she has time to clean her brushes. That's the person you want to be your best friend. That's the person you want to be your bridesmaid. That is the person you want to be the godmother of your children, okay? That is a girl you don't want to let go. All right, so grab a nice big fluffy brush. Any brush will do. We're just gonna go in with a transition color. First color, we're gonna grab this guy right here. Dip your brush in him. Tap off that excess because we don't want that fallout. All we're doing, placing, oh, this color's so nice. Placing that color above our crease and blending it up. This guy is our transition color, so he's gonna melt all the other colors we put down together. So it's okay if he's a little bit above our crease. I'm just going back and forth in windshield wiper motions. And like I said, we're blending this guy upward. Do the same thing for the other eye. All right, so now we have our transition shade on. A little bit of a smaller brush, but it's still kind of big, still kind of fluffy. I'm just gonna wipe off whatever wonderful color was on here before. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna start deepening out this smoky eye. So it's Valentine's Day. A lot of us are gonna be wearing red, pink, all those wonderful colors. So we are going to go for this guy right here. So same thing, you're just getting a nice amount of product on that brush, tapping off the excess. And then this color is darker, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna start in the very corner of the eye, very small movements, moving back and forth, and then start bringing it up, just the very slightest, just blending it into that burnt orangey color that is already there. We are working this color only into the crease. And then once there's almost nothing left on the brush, we're gonna bring it all the way in. So same thing, we're doing those windshield wiper motions as before, but this time we are only putting this color into the crease. And then to blend it out, what we're doing is after we've done those windshield wiper motions, you're just gonna do like little circles to blend that color into our first transition color. All right, I am gonna go in with a little bit more of that color just to deepen it out. So again, I'm doing the exact same steps, just with more color on the brush. So again, we're going in those very small little movements in the crease. Then we're bringing it up about 1/3 of your outer corner. Then once you feel like there's nothing left on the brush, we're gonna bring it in to the inner corner. And again, I'm just doing these little circular motions to blend everything together seamlessly. All right, now I'm just gonna do the exact same thing on the other eye. All right, so right now we have kind of like a cranberry auburn brown look going on. A lot of people would just kind of leave it here, but I love shimmer. Like shimmer, 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 everything shimmer, give it to me. I want it to shimmer. Especially because it's Valentine's Day, so it's like you want that little bit of sparkle on your eye. I absolutely love doing gold, and this palette has an amazing gold, so we're gonna use this guy right here. What I am gonna do, just for that extra pop, I am gonna take some Fix Plus, just very lightly spray my brush, go in with this beautiful bronzy gold. Make sure you tap off the excess, and what we're going to do is apply this guy, start at the center of the lid. Oh, this color is beautiful. So starting in the center of your lid, you're gonna work it up just below your crease, bring it into your inner corner. And like I said, we are working just below the crease with this guy. Also, we're not bringing it all the way to the outer edge. So we're mostly just working this guy on the center of the lid. Oh my gosh, look at how much more this eye pops versus that eye. Like, it is insane. So as you can see, I didn't touch the inner corner because I am gonna use an inner corner highlight. So we're gonna do the exact same thing on the other eye. These shadows on the Jaclyn Hill eyeshadow palette are flippin' amazing. Like, look at this pigmentation. Holy crap. All right, so now comes the very fun part. We are gonna smoke out our eyes. So we're gonna go in with a black, which I know can seem very, very intimidating, but we're gonna work these steps very slowly to make sure we achieve that nice smoky look. Or actually, I take that back. We're gonna go in with a brown first. I lied, sorry. So we're gonna take this very deep brown, almost black color right here. We're using a very small definer brush. We're going in just a little bit, tapping off that excess, and we are only gonna work in the very outer edge first. So very lightly, we are flicking this product on the outer corner, just deepening up the outer V. So I'm swiping along the bottom, along the top. You'll notice I'm bringing the product toward my inner eye, or excuse me, toward my outer eye. Just deepening up the outer part. All right, and like I said again, once you have hardly any product left on your brush, we are gonna start to very slowly bring it in between where our shimmer shadow is and the mattes. So right in that crease, just very slowly. And we're only bringing it up halfway. Alright, looking good so far. We are going to do the same thing to the other eye. Alright guys, so if this look is smoky enough for you, you can stop here, skip these next steps I'm going to do, and we can work on the rest of the face. But if you're feeling a little bit adventurous, you want to be a little bit more flirty than normal, you want to smoke it out just a little bit more, we are going to go in with a black. So we're going to use this nice black here. The same brush we used to put on that dark brown, we're going to use with the black. Tap off that excess, and we're going to do the exact same steps with the dark brown. So we're going to deepen up the outer V. Then once we think there's almost no product left, we're going to work this color up, but because this is a dark black, we are only going to work it up to about 1/3 of our outer corner. So we took that dark brown halfway up, we're only taking this black 1/3 of the way up. Alright, and then to make sure that this dark black doesn't look a little harsh, because right now it looks just a wee bit harsh. Oh yeah, that same brush we used to apply like that cranberry brown color. We're just going to go in, swipe it back and forth just to give everything a nice little blend. Alright, let's go ahead and put the black on the other eye. Alright guys, so once we have finished with the top lid of our eye, we're going to go ahead, grab the brush we used to set our eyes and wipe away that bake. And as you can see, we have a nice bright under eye. Alright, so right now you might be looking at your face and think, wow, this is very dramatic. But what we're gonna do is we are gonna bring this all together by doing our lower lash line. It's one of my favorite makeup tricks. I really think it's what pulls a whole eye look together. So what you're gonna need is you're gonna want like a nice flat definer brush like this guy, or even maybe one that's a little fluffier like this guy. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna bring the eyeshadow underneath our eyes, which I know for a lot of people sounds really scary, but we're gonna take this nice and slow and we're gonna make sure you don't look crazy, I promise. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna grab that first color we used as our transition color. If you have a fluffier definer brush, put it on the fluffier one. If you only have one, that's fine, put it on the one you have. We are going to grab that transition color, tapping off the excess, and we're gonna make sure we run this very tight along our lower lash line. So starting from the outer corner, bringing it back and forth all the way across the eye. Also, if this is your first time doing this, just note that the feeling can be very funny, and if you feel like you're gonna cry, what you want to do is tilt your head back. That way the tears go down the side of your face and not down the front, and then you have to fix all your makeup. So that's just a little trick if you ever feel like you're gonna cry when you're doing your makeup, because I know that running the eyeshadow on your lower lash line, it is like a very different weird feeling if you're not used to it. So now we're gonna go ahead and do the same thing on the other eye. So yeah, as you can see, I ran that color very tightly on my lower lash line, and that is the lowest the color is going to go. We're not gonna go any lower than that. And I mean, just putting that one color on, it already makes the eye look more seamless. You're bringing it all together and you're making it just look continuous all the way around the eye. So now if you have a smaller brush, we're gonna use that. If you don't, we're using the same brush. We're going in with that dark cranberry brown color that we used. So basically what we're doing on the lower lash line is we're repeating the same steps we did on our upper crease. And we're going to start on the inside of the eye, and we're going to bring this color only halfway across. And this color, I'm making sure we are really trying to connect the upper lid to the lower. So running this color very, very tight, as I said, only halfway across. Do the same thing for the other eye. And now we are gonna run a teeny tiny bit of black underneath there. You can totally do this with the same definer brush you've been using, but I personally like to use this very small smudging brush. So if you have a small smudger, I think this just works the best. We are gonna dip this in the tiniest bit of black, tapping off the excess and connecting the lower to the upper. We're only going to be working this guy on the outer third of our eye just to connect that black that is on the top to the bottom. And then the reason we're repeating all these steps is we don't want to just pop some black on our bottom lash line, because that will just look very dramatic. It won't look blended. It'll pop in the wrong way. All right, guys, so the only thing I think I'm gonna do, I'm gonna grab that same brush that I put on the shimmer color in, and I'm just gonna pop a little bit more shimmer on the lid, because, you know, it's Valentine's Day. We want those eyes to, like, you know. So I'm just touching up the shimmer color, really making it pop. And then because we do have some rosy tones, what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab like this rosy pinky white, and we're gonna use that as our inner highlight. So again, spraying the brush, little bit of Fix Plus, and in our very inner corner, just gonna pop on a little bit of this rosy pink guy, except I want to use a different brush to do it. So as you can see, like, this eye just has that nice pop, having that inner corner highlight, and then this one just looks a little dull. So very lightly putting it on the inner corner, and then I do blend it up just a little bit, so that way we're looking seamless. And then I do bring it on my under or my lower lash line just a little bit. But yeah, there we go. Eyes are all done. Now the rest of the face is going to be very, very simple. Oh, we are going to put on mascara. I just do that last. All right, so I don't contour my face because contouring is just, it's a little intimidating to me. All I do is I bronze up my face, and what I mean by bronzing is I'm going to be warming up the edges. So I'm going to take my bronzer, and you don't have to come, why did I say that so weird? You don't have to come for me and tell me this bronzer isn't exactly my color. Yes, I bought this bronzer in the summer. It's a little too warm for me, but everyone just needs to get over it, okay? So what I like to do first is I'm going to put it on my forehead, and I'm bringing this color very, very close to my hairline. So I put it on my forehead, then I bring it down my temple, again running it as close to my hairline as possible, even into my hairline. By then I've kind of run out of product. I very lightly dip back in for more product. Then tap it along the edges just so that I'm not applying it too harsh. And then run it down my jawline. Then whatever color is left on the brush, what I like to do is I like to go under my cheekbone and just run a teeny tiny bit under my cheekbone. As you can see, I'm not bringing it all the way in to where my lips are, just, you know, that's about a third of the way down. And I'm just using whatever color is left over on the brush, so it won't be like a very, very harsh line. and I do the exact same thing on the other side of my face. Alright guys, and then I really think that this is the tip that makes or breaks my makeup. So what I like to do is after I've done both sides of my face with the bronzer, whatever color is left on the brush, I like to run down my nose. So what I do is I just squeeze my bronzer brush like this to make it skinny, and then very lightly just do 1 or 2 swipes down the nose. And I mean, that's a lazy contour way to do your nose, but I feel like that way just brings color to the center of my face because my concealer is so light. I just feel like that way it brings color to the middle of my face. Otherwise, the middle of my face just looks very flat and one-dimensional. All right, now we're gonna do my favorite part, blush. So one of my favorite blushes is the Smashbox little blush kit. It's in Malibu Berry. So the colors I'm gonna use is I'm gonna go back and forth between True Berry and Rich Berry. So I'm gonna go in with a little bit True Berry and then a smidge of Rich Berry. And what I like to do is smile and then apply a teeny tiny bit on the apples of the cheeks and then bring it back to the face. So because our eyes are a warm brown cranberry, I thought it was appropriate to kind of do a more pinky blush. Normally when it comes to blush, I do like a more nude tan one, but it's Valentine's Day, we're very bright, we're very happy. Is this my bronze? This isn't even my blush brush. Who am I? All right, and then once I'm satisfied with the color, I'm just going back, there's nothing on my brush, and I'm just blending this back into the bronzer. And then next I do my brows, but I'm not gonna show you how I do that because I don't actually know how to do my brows, so it's not correct the way I do it, so sorry. But then again, I guess there is no right and wrong in makeup. It's however you wanna do it and what works for you, but I still haven't mastered my brows, so we're just gonna skip over this part. All right, now we're just gonna do a little bit of highlighter. I'm not one of those people that I, highlight to the gods or anything like that. Just, a nice little soft glow from within. So I like using this little guy to highlight. It's a nice big fluffy brush. I'm going in with the Bretman Rock highlighter kit. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back and forth with Cherry-Ho! This color and Vacation, just because we already have a nice like warm cranberry look, but we have that gold on our lid, so I feel like those two colors are gonna tie it all together. If you don't have this palette, just go for like a warm toned highlighter. Try to stay away from cool tones because our face already is warm toned. I mean, there are no rules to makeup, so if you want a cool tone highlight, girl, do a cool tone highlight, okay? Don't let me tell you what to do. Do you, okay? But we're just gonna go little dabble do a Chi-Hoo, little dabble do a Vacation, tapping off that extra. And what I like to do is I like to smile, and I'm gonna put this guy on the highest points of my cheeks. So you can see I'm just swiping back and forth, and then on the apples of my cheeks, I'm doing just a little swirl. Just doing that to blend everything together. As you can see, it just gives me a nice little glow from within. If you want to highlight to the gods, like you want your date to see your highlight all the way from the car, do not let me stop you. Do not. I think that that sort of highlight looks beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. It's just me personally, I'm scared. I'm scared to do that. Also, I have very oily skin, so that would look great for about the car ride to dinner. And then I would just look like an oily grease ball. So all you girls that are able to, rock that like white, stark, show-stopping highlight, I am jealous of you. Just know that. All right, so once we got our highlight on, whatever is left on your brush, I like to just put a little bit on my nose, look like Rudolph. And then one of my favorite things to do is put it on your, what are these called? But like the two lines that go from your nips, that go from your lips to your nose. Just for a little pop, because why not? Then, this is my favorite part of Actually, no, second favorite, because eyeshadow is my favorite. Second favorite part of doing my makeup is putting on mascara, because I just feel like it ties the whole entire look together. Now, if you know what you're doing and you can pop on some falsies, girl, pop them on. But again, falsies scare me. Okay, I really should probably give them a try, because I know that like when you put on some falsies, like it's just like, damn, like that girl is fierce. She is glam. But you know, I'm a little scared, so we're just gonna go with our Better Than Sex mascara. I absolutely love this mascara. My favorite mascara. If Better Than Sex is just, you know, a little bit too more expensive, you don't want to drop $23 on a mascara, I feel you, then the best alternative is the Colossal Volume from Maybelline. This was my ride or die. Like, I swore that no high-end mascara was better than this guy, and then I tried Better Than Sex and I had to take it back. But this guy, like, close second. Like, if I'm not buying the Better Than Sex mascara, I buy, it fell on my counter, sorry. I buy this guy. So just know that this guy is amazing. It's a close second to this. It's just, nothing can beat this. It's so good. All right, so a tip for when you're doing your mascara, how to make your eyelashes longer, more voluminous. What you want to do is when you're applying your mascara, get as close to the root as the lashes as possible. And then what you want to do is wiggle the brush back and forth like you're teasing your lashes. That way the bristles can individually grab each lash and lengthen them. So as you can see, and what I like to do is like to start on the outer part of my eye and then work inner. So what you want to do, get as close to the root as possible, wiggle, wiggle, wiggle back and forth, and then brush those bad boys out. So then when we go to the inner part of our eye, wiggle, wiggle, wiggle back and forth, brush them bad boys out. And I mean, so here's the thing. At first when I tried this mascara, I didn't even like it. I was like, what the heck? Like, this mascara kind of honestly sucks. Like, it's not that good. It's mediocre. It's like all the other high-end mascaras. It's the same. But then I was talking to one of my girlfriends about it, and she's like, no, Casey, you need to apply 2 coats. And I was like, but I never apply 2 coats of mascara. I'm that 1 coat and gone. Sis, once you apply 2 coats, let me just show you. Let me just stop what I'm saying. All right, so this is coat number 2. Girl, do you see this? Do you see these lashes versus these lashes? Are you seeing them? Like, holy length, holy volume, holy thick after 2 coats. Why was I never putting on 2 coats of mascara? Why? So yeah, if you learn anything from this video, it's to put on 2 coats of mascara, especially Better Than Sex mascara. Like, holy guacamole. Like, I don't know what they put in this tube, but it's better than sex. That was such a bad joke. Okay, so I am going in for a 3rd coat because why the heck not? I found if you go in any more than a 3rd coat, it starts to get clumpy, so just kind of note that. All right, and then I am gonna do my bottom lashes just because I feel like it looks very blank if you don't do your bottom lashes, and it does kind of give you that more smoky, flirty, voluminous look. So again, what I'm gonna do, starting on the outer lashes, wiggle nice and tight and then brush them out. Something to note is that if you do get mascara on your eyeshadow, on your face, let it dry. I know it's so tempting just to touch it, but when it's wet, you're gonna smudge that everywhere. Let it dry, then take a Q-tip and wipe it, and it will just wipe away like a magic eraser on a whiteboard, okay? Because the reason it'll do that is that we set our under eyes, so it won't wipe away any of the concealer or any of the foundation or any of the eyeshadow because we set our eyes and our under eyes. Alrighty guys, so here is the glam Valentine's Day look. The last and final step, if you want this look to last all night, because I know some of you be having an all-night Valentine's Day experience, you know. Not me, I'll be eating food. I'm actually having a Galentine's Day, you know, with my gals. But for those of you who are having, you know, a boyfriend Valentine's Day and you're going to be doing some extracurricular activities, if you are not using setting spray, girl, bless ya. Okay? So what we're going to do, we are going to use I know it's going to seem like an obscene amount. It is. But you want this stuff to last all day. Okay? All day. Now, the major key. You cannot make any facial expressions while this stuff is drying. Then, the next major key. Take your palette or something and fan that face. What you're doing is drying the makeup into your face. But yeah, like I said, you don't want to be making facial expressions while your setting spray is drying, because if you smile really big, if you act surprised, if you lift your eyebrows, do anything, you're gonna make a crease, and that setting spray will set that crease. And Lord knows we do not want that. So, you know, just make sure you stay relaxed, you stay calm, you stay zen when you're putting on your setting spray. Okay? Alright, and after we've put on our setting spray, the last thing we are going to do is a lip color. So for this, we already kind of have a lot going on with the eyes, with the gold, the black, the kind of cranberry brown. So I was thinking that we would just go in with like a nice nudie pink lip. Alright, so the color I'm going to be using today, first of all, I'm going to use a gloss just because I don't really like matte lipsticks. I think they don't work well for my lip type. My lips do get a little dry and they just always crack on me. I haven't really found the right formula. So if you know of a great matte nude lipstick that won't crack on you, please let me know. I've been searching for the right formula. So I'm going to go ahead and use this Dose of Colors lip gloss. This guy is so incredibly pigmented and it is in the shade Naughty. Alright guys, and that is the Valentine's Day completed look. I hope you guys have enjoyed it, but you gotta have a great outfit for Valentine's Day, so I thought I would really quick show you some few outfit options. Hey guys, so I forgot to tell you where this super cute jumpsuit is from. It is from Fashion Nova and I got it in a size medium. It makes your butt look fantastic. Plus it has that super cute cutout in the front and the red color is absolutely perfect for Valentine's Day. I would definitely recommend this guy, super cute. Alright guys, I just wanted to come on here and say thank you so much for watching my Valentine's Day look. And remember, even if you don't have a Valentine this year or there is no romantic love in your life, that you still are loved. Your friends and your family, those are the people that love you the most. So make sure you just take a moment this Valentine's Day to say thank you and for all the love and support that they give you. Also, I know that sometimes Valentine's Day can kind of bring out those emotions where you feel like you are missing love in your life. And if you feel like that's you, like please reach out to me in any way and I would love to just kind of talk to you about it because I feel that everyone should feel that they are loved and supported. Alright guys, like I said, thank you so much for watching and supporting me. I hope you have a great day. Bye.